Oh. Oh. Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Oat Podcast. I'm your host, Abby, and today I have on, for maybe the third time ever, Jessica.
Hey.
I like it thinking, like, I need to start these differently. I'm like, how do I make them less awkward?
Right, that was so awkward. Like, Sister Jess.
You just be like, what's up, guys? Hey.
Throw up some signs.
Your peace sign.
What's up, y'all?
We were doing that this weekend.
There was heavy alcohol involved in this weekend.
Yeah. I get sent videos of us this weekend, and we're like, what's up?
No comment.
But you also do that sober.
Yeah, when I'm just being silly.
It's your go-to.
Yeah, throwback to 6th grade. The peace sign.
It's the millennial in us.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, Jess. So I'm not sure if you've listened. I know you've heard about it. But I felt like I needed to just maybe have a funnier, lighthearted episode because the last one was a little bit deep.
Yeah.
So did you ever listen to it?
Not yet.
Do you plan on listening to it?
I've been listening to my audiobook, my reread of the Ravenhood. So once I'm done with that, then I can go back to listening to your podcast when I cook.
Okay. So just up top, for part 1 and part 2, everyone take a shot for every time Jessica talks about reading or audiobooks or Ravenhood or her book.
I have a Kindle obsession, okay?
Or Kindle.
Take a shot.
So take a shot and then you will die. So
yeah.
Don't sue me, but you'll be dead. So
yeah, don't recommend.
Yeah. Speaking of, Jessica is off for the summer because she's a teacher.
Yeah, yes.
And she has done nothing but read.
Literally, I read 20 plus books in June, and I'm well on my way to do that for July.
Yeah. You've done the only times you've not read.
Last week, I think I read a new a full book every day.
I can finish a book in a month.
I would read a whole book in the whole day. Yeah, it's been glorious.
Something about the magic of the Kindle or whatever.
I mean, Prime Day is going to be over, but yeah, Kindles, you just read. I don't understand how fast books that should take me a full week to read. I'm done in 2 days max. It's magic. I don't understand it.
I have no time, and I'm a slow reader, baby.
I'm not a fast reader either, but something about the Kindle, you just fly through it.
It's the same thing though.
I don't know what sorcery it is, but you fly through it. Abby, you know how long I would take to read through books. I devour them. I build up this whole picture and movie in my mind to really get into the characters and stuff. So I take my time. I am not a speed reader by any means, and somehow I still fly through books on Kindles.
Well, if anyone else experiences this, went from reading to reading the
Kindle.
It's
a thing. Have you not seen the TikToks?
Also, I just have to say,
yes.
The last time we were talking, we were interrupting each other a lot. Can we do better at not doing that this time?
That's just what we do.
No, I know, but it's really hard for editing and clipping.
Sorry.
I just want to say it up top. We both were bad at it.
No promises.
I will try. We're really bad at it.
I'll try my best, sir.
But I was trying to get a full thought out here. My full thought is, if someone has experienced this where they went from reading a physical book to reading the Kindle and they have the sorcery, please let us know.
Seriously. I know it's not just me. It's literally all over TikTok. People who have Kindles, they're what is this sorcery? So please let Abby know she needs to buy a Kindle because it's not just a me thing.
No, I like the books.
I did too, but I am obsessed with my Kindle.
Well,
I don't go anywhere without it anymore.
I like the books, and they're kind of my emotional support books.
Dude, I still buy the books for my favorite.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I have a problem.
You do. You do. That's okay.
It's okay.
We're both fucked up.
Yeah. Trauma.
So honestly, I don't like. I was like trying. Like I literally planned this episode like 20 minutes before this. So hopefully,
Shocking.
people, you don't hate this episode. But I figured we could just like chit chat, talk. I don't see it.
I'm good.
Good thing we're on video now. They can just see the whole shit show happen.
Right.
Is this your first full video for YouTube?
I don't know.
Ooh, I think so.
Is it? So glad I bothered to like do my hair today.
Yeah, can you turn your head?
No.
Please.
Absolutely not.
Please turn your head. Oh my god. The people are dying
I will never
to see
come
this.
Back here. I didn't wash my hair today.
Okay.
After I worked out.
Anyone watching, and if you're not watching, I am on YouTube now, and I guess Spotify has the video as well. Try to watch Jessica's head for when she turns it and like forgets about it, because this is the only type of bun she knows how to do.
Okay, my hair does not do messy buns. I have tried literally everything, and it literally won't work.
So for those of you not watching and getting pissed off, she did the type of bun where you just like loop it. Like, so like you pull the last one through, but don't pull it all the way through. So then it's like a little loop. Is there
it's the same bun I've been doing since the 6th grade, okay?
Time to retire. Just kidding.
I have tried to do the cute buns and none of them work. I've watched all the tutorials. Like, my hair will not cooperate, okay?
Well, I'm currently trying to grow my hair out so I can do messy buns
Thanks
again.
for making fun of my hair that doesn't want to work, okay? Not everyone has hair like
I have sent you things. There's ways.
Abby, dude, I've tried all of them.
Around,
I have watched countless YouTube videos, like, and tried literally probably 20 different ways to do the messy bun, none of which work in my hair. Like, they all just flop right back down to this. But a messier version of this. And it does not look cute.
Have you tried like texture spray?
Abby, you have tried to do a messy bun in my hair and it doesn't work for you. So what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying there's like I've seen like put together messy buns where it's like
I've done texture spray and all, honey. Nothing. You have tried to do to my hair before. More than once.
Sometimes I'm not sure what textured spray does.
It does nothing for my hair.
I'm like,
I
throw it in there. I'm like,
make it weird.
Texture. I think it's like for people with like that are curling their hair.
Yeah, that's the only time I use it.
Which I don't know how to do.
Yeah. Like, I'm not bad at doing hair. Like, I'm good at doing hair, but the messy bun is just not something that works.
When you leave your hair curly and then
that still doesn't work. Yeah,
it still
no. Tried it.
Okay, never mind.
Trust me, I've tried it all.
Enough about messy buns.
Literally. Enough making fun of me, damn it. So mean. Why do I come here for this torture?
So anyways, I just like throw some like thoughts on here, and then if you have some thoughts, great, let's bring them up. Let's talk about it. But so right before you came over, I was letting Murphy out, and I realized that the neighbor, my creepy neighbor that I thought thankfully had moved out, actually didn't move out. Like, I don't know what happened. The
creepy one that you like told me like everything about?
Well, there's a couple.
The trash one?
No.
Different one?
So, hopefully they don't know about this.
The older one?
I have a creepy neighbor who I think is a serial killer. That is not who I'm talking about. He definitely still lives there.
Gotcha.
So anyways, I have this neighbor, and I call him my creepy neighbor because he literally, like, one day I was like letting out Murphy, and like he was walking behind me, and he told me that he's like, "Ooh, it looks like you've lost weight, girl," or something, like young girl. And it just has freaked me the fuck out ever since. And like, he's like, "Oh, good to see you again." Like, just makes weird comments. Like, I thought he was like a nice, wholesome man until he wasn't. And I hate that because he lives too close for comfort. But I literally haven't seen him for 3 weeks. Like, where do you go for 3 weeks and just never come home?
He's got someone tied up in the basement.
Well, we don't have basements. We're in an apartment.
That's true. Maybe he's got like a storage shelter or something.
Yeah, well, you know how like you know the last time we were talking about like I've like created like stories in my head about my neighbors?
No.
Like
it's not something you do every week.
His story that I've created is that he has like another life. But the only reason I'm like not sure about this is because I never see like a girlfriend here. Because like you know how like some like guys are like are married and have like kids and everything, and then they also have like a girlfriend in like another city because like they like travel for work.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought this, but I've never seen anyone else here with him.
Maybe he's like a Dexter. He's like a solo man.
But like Dexter like wouldn't like go away for weeks. It would just be at night.
Maybe he likes to travel for his festivities. So it's not like close to home.
Okay. Serial killer.
Yeah. Just a thought.
He doesn't give me serial killer vibes like the other guy though. It's just creepy. True. But anyways, like why I was bringing this up is because I was like listening probably to a TikTok or maybe some video, maybe a podcast, and they were talking about like good girl conditioning. Like, have you heard this term?
No.
Okay, so essentially, and I'm gonna fuck it up so bad, but essentially what like good girl conditioning is women in general are taught to like kind of be complacent and compliant and like make others feel comfortable.
I think we missed the memo on that one.
Well, I was thinking this. I was like, I definitely have it. You don't.
I do not.
Where it's like we do anything in our power to make others feel comfortable.
Yeah, no.
And so it's like they say like a lot of times like more women are probably murdered because they wanted to make the other person feel comfortable and didn't follow.
I think I've heard that.
Like didn't follow their instincts.
Yes.
Like you feel uncomfortable, but you still get in the elevator with the person that feels like uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about that, thankfully.
Yeah, you're just like kind of like a bitch.
I have no problem being like, hey, you're a shady motherfucker.
Well, why do you think most women have it and you don't?
Trauma.
But I had the same trauma.
No, you don't. I didn't have a choice but to be that person for you and mom because both you and mom are that way. I had to be the man of the house.
I was the man of the house. What are you talking about?
You were the man of the house in like essence of like putting shit together and fixing shit. I was the man of the house in like the essence of let's keep mom and Abby alive.
Okay, but Jessica, we both still experience. I hate when you say this. Like there was a short amount of time where like yes, you were taking care of me, and then but we still experienced everything together.
Yes, but I feel like you and mom were still very like no. I love all these men. And don't say you didn't. You loved like all of them. And I was the one that was like, you're a shady motherfucker. I don't trust you.
Yeah, that's because I'm so trusting.
Yes. So I think that's why we are different in this aspect of life because I didn't have a choice to be trusting.
Well, and just to clarify, Jessica's not talking about me like loving men as a child. Like me like trusting my mom's boyfriend.
Yeah, like trusting, like loving them like as like a father figure that we didn't have.
I would just accept them into our lives. Whereas like Jessica was always skeptical.
Hated all of them and I was always proven right.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I sometimes like talk about that like with my friends like outside. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but I've like like my abandonment wound from like our other parents.
Right.
I've also received like abandonment wounds, like especially like, from like one of mom's boyfriends.
Yeah.
Because they just always left.
Yeah.
Re-traumatized. every time.
Yep.
And here I thought it was going to be light and fuzzy.
Never.
Also take a shot every time we talk about trauma. One of my
or don't.
Yeah, literally don't. One of my podcasts I like, they like talk about like a bingo card of like things she like brings up all the time, and it's like what would like be on my bingo card, like trauma. Childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Nikki Glazer, and this is Nikki Glazer's podcast that I'm talking about.
Yes. Drunken festivities.
Yeah, but I don't talk about that as much anymore.
That's true. Not as much. Shitty men.
Yeah.
/ dating.
Yeah.
Woo woo weird shit.
Okay. Zodiacs.
I don't know what else. I feel like those are your top.
Yeah.
Top repeater offenders.
Yeah. And they were like talking about like the starter pack. Taylor Swift CDs, songs,
yes,
lyrics.
Please don't.
I did have one that I did want to talk about.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay. So when I was asking Jessica to come on the podcast, she was like, as long as we don't talk about Taylor Swift.
Like literally my one stipulation, I'm like, can we not?
And I was like, well.
Like I'm not the girl for that.
Okay. I know that. I hear you. I see you. But I have a point to it that we can talk about. And I feel like you'll relate to it.
I have nothing to add to that conversation. Nope. So I will sit here and listen.
Nope, you do.
Nope, I don't.
So for anyone that doesn't know, if they're under a rock, Taylor Swift just re-recorded her Speak Now album. So essentially she put out all of these albums when she was like younger and she didn't own the rights to them. And then now she's re-recording them, so she owns them. So it's Speak Now, Taylor's version in parentheses. And so this is like,
oh my gosh,
Jessica, why are you such a hater? That drives me nuts.
I'm not. This is all I hear from you 24/7.
Okay, but like, go, girl. Like, shouldn't like girl power? Like,
yes, but it's not something I want to talk about 24/7.
I'm just gonna relate to something.
Okay.
Can you not relate to listening to lyrics and like having it relate to your life? That's what I'm bringing up.
Okay.
Have a better attitude.
This is the one thing I said let's not talk about.
No, but it's like relating to a different topic.
Have at it.
Anyways, so where was I at? So Long Live is one of the songs, and you know, back when I used to like kind of like be like what I would now call like a nanny. So like in between one daycare and the next daycare, I was a nanny.
Yeah.
Sophie was the girl that I nannied and her brother. And she was obsessed with Taylor Swift. And this is really like my first, like, because I used to kind of like think like Taylor Swift was like, everyone was listening to it. So I was like, I'm going to be cool and not listen to it. You know, just like I really wanted a nose piercing. And then in high school, everyone got nose piercings. So I didn't. But now I still kind of think about it.
I was going to say you still want one.
Yeah. Anyways, so basically she would like listen to this album on repeat. And so I know quite a few of the songs, but there are some songs on there that I'm like just now experiencing for the first time. I wanted to go back before like the tour and listen to them, but she only played Enchanted at the Eras tour. So I wasn't going to give the other people money. I was just going to wait for this, like Taylor's version to come out and then experience the album now. Okay. So the one thing about Taylor Swift, you know, that I love is like just relating to her lyrics. And there's like one lyric that, speaking of trauma, it like kind of hit me hard and I started crying.
I feel like that's most of her songs for you though.
No.
Yeah.
So let me try to get to the lyrics just so you can okay, so it goes, will you take a moment, promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if, God forbid, fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point at the pictures, or when they point to the pictures, sorry, I feel like Swifties will be like pissed if I get these wrong. Please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. So essentially the way I interpret this is, for me, like I had a BFF for a lot of years and it's been like, so I think we were like best friends for 10 years. And I think it's been almost 10 years since we haven't been friends. So just for context.
Right.
And like that like hit me because we were kids and we would talk about how like I was going to be Auntie Abby and they were going to be an aunt to my children. And like they honestly just had a baby. And so then I was like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And I was like, it makes me sad because like we like would dream about this. Like I'm not someone that really dreamt about like my wedding, but like I've always known that I've wanted kids.
Yeah.
And that just like really hurt. I was like, oh. Cuz like I do hope like
I can relate.
I hope right and
Yeah.
this is why I'm bringing it up. See?
Yeah.
I brought it back around. Like I hope that like when she talks about me, if she ever does when they're older, that it's not like all bad. And because like every day on Time Hop, it's us.
You're telling me.
Yeah, just kind of.
Yeah.
It sucks. It like hurts a little bit. Stings.
It does. I mean, my ex-friend is, I'm sure, never will talk to me about me to the kids.
You think so?
Unless the kids bring it up and remember me.
Yeah.
The one might remember me.
Right.
I mean, she called me every day.
Yeah, just like I don't it's like crazy like that someone can be like so important in your life. And you know like that saying like people are in your life for like
a reason, a season, or
a lifetime
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I never thought that it would just be a season / reason, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I was friends with my person until we were in our 30s.
Yeah, like, way longer.
Way longer, yeah. Mm-hmm. We were children.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone's meant to be forever.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta learn that the hard way.
Yeah, some people ask me like if she were like were to ever reach out, like how would I react? And like it's like so weird to think about.
Yeah. I mean, I know my person would never reach out and apologize, so.
But if they did,
they've never apologized to me, so that, like I don't even know how I would respond to that.
So there's not really a hypothetical.
Like there's no hypothetical. Like it's just it would never happen.
Yeah.
Like they never did they did anything wrong in the past. So when they did something this wrong to end a friendship of 20 plus years, there's no way that person will apologize. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. For me, it like honestly felt like it was just like no one thing happened. It was kind of just things over time. And then like I got a text message saying like, hey, we can't be BFFs anymore. And so it's like I think like kind of the underlying reason, like they are still with that person. So like,
yeah,
it would have to take a little bit of like acknowledgement that that was kind of it. Like I know there were other things.
Right. Plus, I mean, you guys were young too.
Yeah.
So all that, young college drama.
It wasn't really though. I wouldn't really call it college drama.
I feel like that was definitely mixed in with it.
No. I just I talk a lot about, which I don't know if I've talked about it on here or not, but like I've just talked about it in general.
Right.
Where like, so for example, like Stephanie's like one of my best friends, and it's like Stephanie and I, like we might have like little tiffs, but like you and I, like, so I thought this person was like a sister to me.
Right.
Okay. But like you and I, we get into tiffs. We literally, I'm going to cut it out, but we already got into a tiff here. So you missed, everyone missed it. Put it on the bloopers. Oops. But like we quickly get over it, and it's like Stephanie is like a friend, but like she's not like obligated to be like my sibling, for example. But like we still get over it. And so it's like I felt like it was like that with this person. So it's like any sort of conflict, you would think you would get over it. And it just, this other person, I think, like affected their decisions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I thought the same thing too. Like,
yeah,
I'd been friends with that person from 3rd grade. We were in our 30s, fully grown women.
Yeah, but like, no offense to like you and that friendship, I just like never really felt like their morals were really in the right spot.
No, we were definitely very, very different people. Like, had we met as adults, like we would have never been friends. But like we were friends because we were like siblings.
Yeah. So like morally and ethically, I don't think you really aligned.
We did not align on very little.
Whereas like my ex BFF, like I still think like she's probably a good person.
Yeah.
I think
you would hope so.
I just think some people really can get caught up and be controlled.
I mean, yeah.
Which is like unfortunate.
Definitely.
And like we would never.
Absolutely not.
Have you ever done jury duty?
No.
Have you ever been like called to do it?
I was called to do it. I was either student teaching or it was like my first year teaching. And like you could fill out that form to like get out of it. And I was like, it'd be really not beneficial to my students to like have me miss for like either one day or like for multiple days, like if it goes to trial or something. And they never made me go.
Okay.
Which I mean it wouldn't be beneficial. Like what sub is better than the teacher, you know? So yeah, like I had a valid excuse and they took it.
You
so
lucky bitch.
I know. I was like, yes.
Did you like know what the case was about or no?
No, you just got summoned to jury duty. Like you don't know about the case until like they select you.
Okay. Well, I think they're doing a little bit differently potentially right now. I think they're doing all of that pre-vetting beforehand, and I'm worried. So I got this little notice, and it said, you may be called for jury duty, but go down here and do this like pre-screening.
Lucky you.
And so I'm like, can I like lie on these answers? And then like you have to like at the end like say like, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think I did. So like I didn't, but I was just like,
I feel like people probably do
convicted
to, like,
of a crime. Yes. Because I was just like, my like rule follower mentality is going to make me the perfect jury candidate.
Oh, you would be like so good.
And the government, if you're watching this, I would be terrible. I have a podcast. You don't want me talking about it.
This is not me signing up to do it.
That's the thing. I'm like, I mean, I guess it would be like good content.
But you wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
Well, after.
You wouldn't be allowed to talk about it. Like, that's illegal.
No, it's not.
I don't even think you're allowed to talk about it, like, with family members and stuff. Like,
afterwards, you can talk about it?
I don't think so.
Can we look this up?
Let's not. But I'm pretty sure it's not legal.
I'm looking it up. If you could see the way I typed this. Once the jury verdict has been announced and the trial is over, jurors are free to discuss the case with the parties, witnesses, and lawyers, as well as with the media and any others.
So I'm pretty sure your podcast does not qualify.
Media.
That's not media. Like, that's like news.
And any others. My listeners apply to that.
I would like check with a lawyer before you would do that. But knock yourself out.
I mean, I'm really big on like reading paperwork that I sign. So like if I had to sign something, I probably would read it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll be there for like 2 hours.
I was gonna say you'll be like the one person reading every line.
Ma'am, actually we don't want you.
They'll be like, this trial will last 27 days.
Okay.
Because of this one bitch.
But let me ask you how you would answer this question. Okay. So I did answer it to the best of my ability. Okay. Truthful. Question 17. I don't really know how many. Question 17. Have you or someone close to you? And close to you is very ambiguous because does that mean family or friends? Because I don't know. Oh. Have you or someone close to you been a victim of a crime? How would you answer?
How would you answer that?
I know how I answered. How would you answer?
Yeah.
I said yes.
I mean, yeah, because yeah.
Yeah. Have you or someone close to you witnessed a crime.
Also, yeah.
Also, yes. I'm like, and they asked for no details.
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems a little sketch, but I'm answering yes. And I forget like the other ones, but it was just like,
so you're off the hook.
That's what I thought.
Just
I
by
was
those
like,
two answers.
Yes, the trauma.
Yeah, right.
Of our life.
Take a shot.
The bingo card.
The trauma was worth it to get out of jury duty.
I was like, fuck yeah. I was like,
who needs this awesome personality it created? We got out of jury duty.
I did. After I thought about it, I was like, I kind of wish I would have said no because I kind of feel like this would be really good content. And then, like, do you get paid for work? Like, don't they have to?
It's like not. It wouldn't be as much as what you make at work.
They pay you?
Yeah.
What?
I want to say it's like maybe. I heard like $80 to $100 a day. It's like nothing.
I'm really bad with math, so I'm gonna also get my calculator out here. Calculator. Okay, so let's just say it's $100 a day. Oh, that's okay. So it's $500 for a week.
Yeah.
Times 4. So $2,000 a month. That's not terrible. I'd take it. Is that taxed?
I don't know.
Taxable income?
I also, don't quote me on that. Like, I'm just pulling a number out of my ass. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard from somebody. Like, this was a few years ago, though.
Oh, yeah. You never actually did it.
Yeah. This was not from my experience, okay? I'm just going based off of what I've heard from other people.
Well, I'll keep everyone updated. I was just like,
yeah.
And I just, like, really thought, like, someone or close. I was just like, that is, like,
very ambiguous.
Very ambiguous. Because, like, I wish I remembered the last question. I should have taken a screenshot. But the last question, it was like, you or someone close to you. And, like, I was like, oh, yeah, one of my best friends has had this happen. Yes.
Right.
Oh, I think it was. Do you or someone close to you work for an insurance company?
Yeah.
Why would they ask that?
Also, yeah.
But yes.
That is so random.
I know. It's
like somebody in like insurance fraud or something.
Or a lawyer or something, I think is what they asked. And I think I said no to that one. So I was like, do I know?
Yeah, I don't think I know a lawyer.
No one close to me that I can remember.
Yeah, that we remember. So they're not close to us.
And like, I don't know. It's like, with my luck, it would be the most boring ass case. Like,
literally.
The only way, and this is kind of fucked up, the only way I'd want to do it is if it's like a murder trial. But then I was
just gonna say you would only want like a super
also,
gruesome murder.
I don't know if I could like handle that.
I could not. I would never sleep again. Like, I can read about it in books all day. Real life, absolutely not. I'd never sleep again.
Oh my god, they like catch like the Chicago serial killer right now.
I could never.
And then I have to watch all that, but he kills men, so like I guess maybe I probably could.
I still could never. I would never sleep again.
Like the Ted Bundy show didn't bother me because he killed men.
I cannot even watch stuff like that, like 2020 and Dateline and all that stuff. Like, I cannot watch that stuff.
Do you remember?
Like, I couldn't even watch the Netflix Ted Bundy. Or is it Ted Bundy? What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could not watch that because, like, I will not sleep. I can read about fiction.
Actually,
like,
I'm thinking of Dahmer.
Fiction books.
Sorry.
Like, yeah, Dahmer. Yes, I could not watch that. I can read fiction about it all day long. Doesn't bother me whatsoever.
I think Ted Bundy actually did
real life stuff.
I think Ted Bundy scared me because I think he, if I remember my serial killers correctly, I think he liked brown-haired girls, and I was like, ooh, that's me, and you. But Dahmer liked men.
I still can't watch that.
Do you remember when I first started getting into like true crime podcasts, and how I kind of had a little bit of a, this is a joke, but like a psychotic break a bit?
No, I don't remember you like knocking on my door asking to come like in my room because you're scared.
No, this is way before that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It was so bad, Jess. This is so embarrassing.
You did it to yourself.
Okay, no, just wait. So I was like really getting into like the podcast and the shows, and I would like wake up and listen to this, and like it was to the point like where it's like I would walk to my car and was like freaked the F out, which like sometimes still happens, but like I genuinely was like, I think someone's stalking me.
That's why I can't watch that stuff.
But and this is like fucked up, but for some reason I truly started questioning the guy that I was in love with.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Because I could see that.
That he was like going to murder people.
Yes, you would talk to me about it all the time.
Did I tell you in the moment or after?
No, in the moment.
Because that's so embarrassing.
But like, in your defense, like there was some questionable shit.
But why did
that like made me wonder too?
But like, okay. So I always say to people, I truly feel like, because okay, so anyone that has been a mass shooter, I'm assuming they've had past girlfriends, right? Sometimes
Possibly.
They have family at least.
Yeah, I feel like some of them like have families even, right?
Well, Jessica, biologically, yes.
No, I mean like wives and children.
Oh, I thought you were mom and a dad. No.
Obviously they came from another planet, Abby.
Alien. He created in a test tube. Like that goat or lamb. What's it called?
That's a conversation for another podcast.
Anyways, so it's like, I'm sure people in the past have been interviewed and it's like, did you see this coming? Right. How fucking embarrassing would it be to have that happen and then to be like, yeah.
You're like, actually, I did.
Like, I would say yes.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
Let's just hope it never comes to that.
And now I have this podcast and they're going to like, they're like, she was joking about him being a serial killer, a mass murderer. Yes.
I still wouldn't put it past him one day. I mean, not that he's like done anything like that we could report.
Knocking on wood.
Like there's nothing that you could report to anyone. But like you just get that vibe.
Just weird like
from certain people
things. Like,
yeah.
Why?
Right.
Do you need to build an AR-15? Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, an AR-15 that can fold in half.
Exactly.
Number three, so you can put it in your book bag. Yeah. Number four, so that you can put it in your book bag and keep it in your car for, air quote, protection. Yes. Like, I told on him to his dad. And then his dad told him he couldn't do that.
Good.
And then he listened to his dad, not me.
Classic. I'm shocked it wasn't his mommy.
That's the thing. I was like, you're going to use your parents against me? I'm going to use them against you, bitch.
But like now he's a grown-ass man. His daddy can't tell him no.
I don't know. I would love to like get like a little peek into their life and still see, because I can still see it being kind of like his mommy rules his world, but I really hope for his sake that's not the case.
He's Bates.
Yep. I also really loved his dad too, so not in a weird way.
I was gonna say like he loved his mommy.
Daddy.
Call the same dude daddy.
Ew. No. Our sex life was not that spicy. Which one? With the dad or him? I don't know. You tell me.
Your choice.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I was like trying to like do like, have you heard of like Am I the Asshole?
No.
It's this thing that people post. It's like a hashtag, or like there's an account on Reddit like where it's like people submit and they're like, am I the asshole for la 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 la. So it's basically like giving like two scenarios where it's like you give your story and then someone else thinks you're the asshole, so it's two people fighting, and then the internet tells you whether you were the asshole or if it's the other person the asshole. A lot of times it's like both of them equally, but like sometimes it's like, no, you fucked up.
Okay.
And I was reading this one, and I guess like I can just let me get your take on it first, and then like, we can kind of talk about like our thoughts on just the concept in general. But basically, this Am I the Asshole was this guy got like, it was a first date, probably from like a dating app. So they met at the location. Like the guy didn't pick her up, obviously. Right. So he's at the restaurant and the girl was late, and he was like, hey, like, are you still coming? And she's like, sorry, I was filming, I'm late. Which, like, I could say that as a podcaster. I was filming.
Yeah.
I mean, usually I say recording, but like, you know what I mean. And so she gets to the date and he's like, oh, like what like, he thought like film, you know, like movies. So like, what kind of film do you do? And she starts giggling and she's like, oh, add me on OnlyFans and you can see. So clearly it's like adult content.
Yeah.
And basically, eventually he goes to the bathroom and then sneaks and pays for the like for their meal and leaves without even telling her goodbye. Yikes. Like goodbye. And like she was really upset. So it's like, am I the asshole for doing that? I kind of think so.
Her or him?
Him.
Yeah.
I'll say, what do you think?
That's kind of, I mean, that's asshole-y, but like, also I wouldn't want to be on a date with someone on OnlyFans either. I mean, if it's that kind of content, that's just me though.
I would.
I mean, I guess I would have to see.
Like, I would have
what kind of content.
Yeah, I would have more questions.
I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's like, so I've been on a date where I really badly I went to the bathroom and I literally debated doing this. He wasn't on OnlyFans or anything. He just talked the entire time and didn't ask me a single fucking question. And it had been 3 hours. I was like, how do I get out of this? I can't even get in a word to say goodbye. So I was like, gotta go to the bathroom, goodbye. But I didn't. I felt really bad. But I thought about it. And like, I would have been the asshole for doing that. Like, just never coming back.
Yeah. I guess I just have no problem saying, okay, gotta go.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the good girl conditioning.
Yeah. See, and I don't have that. So I can't really.
I would have been the asshole, but I also feel like you should not, like, he should have just said like, hey, I'm not into this.
Like, hey, bye.
Gotta go.
For sure.
Like, don't be a coward. I would have been a coward.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't do it.
I don't know if it's more like asshole or he's just a little bitch baby.
Well, that's not the point. It's not, am I a bitch baby? It's, am I the asshole?
I'd say he's a little bitch baby.
Have you ever done that?
No, I have no problem telling somebody like, bye.
No, that's what I mean. Like, have you ever left in the middle of a date?
Like, define middle.
Halfway.
So, like, will I chug a coffee or a drink super fast? Yeah. And then go?
Yeah. And then to say, like, what do you say? Like, oh, gotta go.
Gotta go. Oh, tired. Look at the time.
Gotta poop.
Haven't used that one, but I'll try it next time. I'll let you know how it goes.
I want to take it after a coffee. You know, right? It really gets it brewing.
And I'm like, oh, so late, tired. Gotta go. Long day. Fake a yawn.
Do you ever start yawning and then someone's like, you're tired, I should probably go. But like, you don't really mean it, but then you feel like you keep yawning?
No, I mean, I do it on purpose.
Oh. Sometimes it happens to me and I'm like, this really does seem a little sus, but I promise it's not. And then it just like, I feel like yawns are contagious and then it just keeps happening. And then like, my body is like working against me here. Sabotaging me.
That's a good book.
Sabotage? Me?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Take a shot.
Oh.